What is up? What's happening, y'all? I hope all is well with everybody, man. Welcome back to Thoughts of a Predicate Winner. I want to take just a moment to apologize to my team and the members. I have been completely out of the loop today. I'm sorry. Just been having a lot of stuff that's been going on. It's just been the craziest of Mondays. But I want to talk to you guys about Kanye. We're here. Might as well do it, man. I've been trying to ignore this for the past week and a half to the best of my abilities, but it's gotten to the point where I can't ignore it. I have a channel. I talk about these things. I talk about every time Ryan Upchurch does it, I talk about it. So I need to talk about it when my favorite artist does it and take my bias out. Kanye West is breaking my heart. Kanye West is breaking my heart. But before we get into this video, man, please make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button for me and help me get into these algorithms. And I guess let's just dive in, man. I don't know if y'all are living under a rock and don't know about all these Kanye West tweets or what he's been doing or how he's been moving, but I think that we should preface this by saying that I was 100% sold on the Christian ideology of Kanye West. When Kanye West dropped Use This Gospel, Jesus is King, I have the hoodie. I've worn it in videos. Born Again Kanye West. That was an era that I loved, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I was like, bro, one of the best artists of a generation just got saved, and he's changing. And there was even one point where he was talking about going back on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and everything, and changing all of his explicit lyrics into edited lyrics because he was trying to do right by Jesus. And here we are, 4 years down the road, and he's literally the opposite completely. Now, I'm in no place to judge anybody on their walk with Jesus, but it doesn't seem like he's walking with Jesus. I think that it should show when you're walking with Jesus. You should be a light at the top of the hill, as I talk about very consistently. And if I'm going to talk about Ryan Upchurch and all of his mishaps, it's only right that I talk about it when my favorite artist does it. So let's get into this video just as a reference point. Shout out to Anthony Fantano. I normally disagree with everything he says, but I think that we have a good reference point here with his video that he did about Ye. So let's get into it.
Topic being Kanye West and the continually ridiculous, harmful, and outlandish things that he says on a regular basis, specifically on his Twitter account, where recently he has dropped such hits as I'm a Nazi. Yeah, he's literally saying it again. He's saying...
Now, at this point, I can say confidently that Kanye is trolling everybody. I think that's a troll move. I think it's a disgusting troll move. I think that it's not something that you should do as a human being. You shouldn't just troll people that way to the degree where everybody is starting to believe you and believe that you really love Nazis and that you really love Hitler. But I know that it's a troll, and I don't think that he actually believes that. But nonetheless, you're still making a jackass out of yourself. So I wish that he would quit. I wish that he would get back right with Jesus. And I wish, as I pray, that he would just find his roots.
It again. He has said it before.
I'm a Nazi.
He is reiterating it one more time.
I say whatever the F I want. Cookies. I'm a Nazi. Let's see if y'all give that money back. I love... Now what? Bees? I love... Saying that you love Adolf is the sickest thing on earth to me, man. Even if you're trolling, I don't like it. And maybe what he's trying to do, I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt where I can. Maybe what he's trying to do is he's trying to show the world that I can literally say whatever and they can't do anything about it because I'm 100% independent now. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. But even if that is the case, how about let's stand on principles and morals like the Bible tells us to do, if that's the case? How about we not use super offensive language in everything that we do? How about we not flood the internet with corn, making men out there trip up in lust?
him, really screaming it out for those in the back who refuse to face facts in terms of like where his head and ideology are currently at. Yeah, I mean, as of the time I am filming this video, he has really been tweeting for hours, saying things like, I channeled Andrew Tate on a few of those tweets, as well as my favorite tweet tonight was about woke fat bitches. He also posted an often shared old black and white photo of him where he's like, wearing this t-shirt that has a swastika on it with a cross through it. And he himself says, I used to be woke too. Again, making it clear that...
All right, so let's talk about that. Woke propaganda, the woke virus. I believe that. I believe that that's a disease. I believe that people are sick. I believe that people need to... get their mental back right, because the woke ideology of the left is literally absurd to me, and it's all about propaganda. I don't know how anybody aligns with that ideology. I don't. However, I don't think that the solution to that problem is going all the way to the other side and screaming from the other, because now you're and understand Kanye West is influential, man. He's very influential. So you're going all the way to the other side, and you're going to start a riot essentially on the other side of, well, you hate Hitler? Well, I love Hitler. Like, no, bro, that's not the correct answer. Like, if they hate Trump, let's say, the correct answer to that isn't going to the other side and insinuating that Trump is the absolute opposite of all of their viewpoints, right? Some things they could probably get along with Trump about. So let's not go that crazy. Let's not take it all the way to that side and start acting like you're so wrong on that side that we need to do the complete opposite times 100 over here, right? Now, I live my life in a complete opposite manner from what the woke left lives their life on. So if your issue and your beef is with the woke left, you should do what I do and try to get people to meet you in the middle. That's what I find to be the best solution. In order to do that, you also have to be willing to meet in the middle as well.
Whatever sort of mindset he was in when he was wearing that shirt, no longer in it. At one point, he even stated that he has a dominion over his wife, Bianca, who has been catching a lot of heat and criticisms as of late due to her recent public appearances with Ye.
I mean, let's see what he said there. I think that's important. I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke feminist. She is with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you dumb broke bees? People say that the red carpet look was her decision. Yes. I'm sorry. People say that the red carpet look was her decision. Yes. I don't make her do anything that she doesn't want to do, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval, you stupid woke pawns. I have no respect or empathy for anyone living cause. I have no respect or empathy for anyone living, because no one living can F with me. But I do love some people, and I give them favor. That's crazy to say, bro.
Heat and criticisms.
This is the opposite of Christianity. This is the opposite of Jesus.
As of late, due to her recent public appearances with Ye, where she is just completely and utterly naked.
I feel horrible that, being butt naked for the whole world to see. I mean, if that's really you, if that's what you like, there's got to be places that you can go to in the world where it's celebrated. But I would like to think that in America, we still don't celebrate that, and we still don't look at that and say, oh, wow, how brave. I look at that whole situation like it's demonizing, man. It is. It's wrong. And it's going to cause men to trip up. It's going to cause men to cheat on their wives in their minds. And as someone that was just screaming about being a Christian just 4 years ago, man, this is seriously a letdown. It's very upsetting. Let's check this one out.
Here, where he says, I could say Jew as much as I want and Hitler as much as I want. Matter of fact, I do say it when I want. He's still saying all of it. he's still a moron. And honestly, I don't really know if that's any better than him actually being a Nazi. I mean, he's either embracing it in order to be edgy and go against what he thinks everybody wants him to believe or feel or give into, or he's embracing it because he genuinely believes in the perspective. Either are bad and disqualifying. At one point,
That's true. Can't take nothing away from what he just said, man. Either he's doing it to troll, which is what I think he's doing. And if you're doing it to troll and you don't care about the feelings of other people at all, like globally, like this isn't against saying that you love Hitler isn't against the left, bro. That's like against the ideology of our whole country. Like it's just wrong. Saying that you don't like any Jewish people is just wrong. And I agree with Fantano here. It's like either you mean it, and if you mean it, you're a POS, or you're saying it just to get people get a rise out of people. And if that's the truth, then you're so messed up mentally that it's really just as distasteful. It is.
he even advocated for
Now here we go. Free Puff.
freeing P. Diddy, which also
That's wild. And then he got online and started selling the shirts, like the Sean John shirts. Like that was something that I was trying to like. That was the first thing. I think the first thing that I heard of where I was kind of like, all right, I can't defend this. Like, but I will say, Diddy is not on trial for beating Cassie up, right? If he was, then I would not be like I would stand totally against this. But if maybe Kanye knows something about the trial, which I don't believe to be true, I'm just trying to show a little bit of grace here. If he was to know that what Puff is being accused of, he's not actually done, which I don't believe. If that was the case, then I understand advocating. I do. I understand standing against literally everybody, but I don't believe that. I've told y'all before on different videos I've talked about with the whole Diddy scenario, where there is smoke, there is normally fire, right? Right?
has not gone over very well with a lot of his fans and people in the hip hop community as a result of the evidence against Diddy being stacked up so high that pretty much everybody is of the opinion that he is very much guilty of all, if not just a great deal of what he is currently arrested for. But again,
look, I also just want to say that I am the biggest fan of his art. Like, I don't think that there is art on earth that I listen to more than I listen to Kanye West. I love Kanye West's music from beginning to end, every era. I love his music. I do. I love his shoes. I got his shoes on right now, bro. I don't know if I can get it up there, but I literally I love it. I love his clothes. I love his shoes. I love everything, right? But at some point, I have to look at you for what you're presenting yourself to be. That's all I can do. I can only look at you as how you present yourself. If you troll a couple of times, like 50's the king of this. Like, say some outlandish stuff, I'll troll a couple of times, and I'll put on for my alcohol, or I'll put on for my show that's coming out, or for Kanye's sake, I'll put on for my album coming out. But when you double down, triple down, quadruple down on everything, and you want people to feel like you're a POS, okay. That's my answer. Okay, that's how I'm going to look at you then. And I want y'all to understand that it pains me to even make a video like this. I've always loved him, man. I have. I know that he acts like a jackass sometimes, but I've just always appreciated what he brings to the table, man. His art has always been, and when he did Jesus is King, and when he did Donda and took Jesus to #1 in 90 different countries, I thought that was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. I thought that was so special, and the music resonated with me deeply. During that point in time, that music resonated with me so deeply that it played a part in a healing period that I needed. So this is disgusting. And these are some allegations that his ex-assistant has put out. Kanye West's ex-assistant expands lawsuit, claims he drugged and actually aid her. when you act like this in the face of the public, man, it makes it very, very, very easy to believe. Say what you want about Diddy. Say what you want about Jay-Z. At the end of the day, the way that they act in the public makes it more difficult to believe. I'm not feeling good about all this nonsense, man. I'm really not. We got more. This from the dude with the pink polo to all you that ever came out your mouth sideways. I'm the Don. Yay over everything and everyone. See, that's not godly either, man. So at this point, I think that we can just definitely say that the ties have been severed with Jesus. I'm not to judge. You know what I mean? That's not my job on planet Earth. But when I look at this, I should be able to see some sort of, even when you're upset and you're out here flipping tables, as D1 would say, you would still be showing Christ in some way, shape, or form in your actions, in the way that you walk, in the way that you talk. This has nothing about Jesus at all. It says nothing about you is Christ-like. So I understand, like, okay, you got right with Jesus, turned away from Jesus, maybe. I feel like I've just been sold a false dream is what it is. Like, it just wasn't a reality. Go to your day job and talk ish about me, but always remember always remember you're broke and you have a boss and you have to suck your boss for a living. Thank you for the free promotion. Jeez, bro. I know your wives want to. Golly, man. Everybody's wives wants to. Always remember that. You're going to do. My wife would. He's just got the wrong idea, man. And that's where he's at. He's just got the wrong idea about people mentally. What you going to do? Close my account? Try to extort me? Y'all funny to me at this point. Well, bro. You know what sucks? All right, let's get back to the main screen here. And this is where I'm going to tie in Ryan Upchurch, man, because I see his fans and I feel for his fans. His fans are at this position now where they're still riding for him. It's ride or die still, and they're just waiting on him to, put out the next amazing project that he's going to put out, and they're riding or dying, and they don't care what he says because it's live or die for the doing t-shirts and the music, and I get it. That was me with Ye. But what I would like to say right now, and I'm going to say it publicly, is that I've gotten to the point now where I don't want to listen to your music. I don't want to, I'm talking to Ye here. I don't want to listen to your music. I don't want to wear your shoes. I don't, man. I got them on out. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I literally have bought so many things so much easy. I don't want to align myself as a fan of yours anymore. And it's not because you're talking about the left. It's not because you're talking about Hitler. It's not because you're saying these outlandish things. It's because I feel like you sold me a false dream and that it's not real. And I think that you're showing your real colors. I don't think that you actually love Hitler. I don't think that you actually want to turn society into that. But at this point, man, the trolling is so sickening that it's the trolling itself that makes me feel sick to my stomach about you. I don't like it. I don't like you at this point. Like, if I saw you, I'd punch you in the mouth, which is not a Christ-like thing to do either. But I mean, dog, like, you know what really sucks? When Donda came out, I had my daughter on that, bro. Like, my 11, 12-year-old, like, he changed his life. He's a Christian now. Check this out. And my daughter was riding for him, and she was this big Kanye West fan, and she loved it, and she wanted his shoes. She wanted to, you know what I mean? Because she was like, well, if he came over to Jesus, that's awesome. And the next album that dropped had your wife butt naked on the cover. And I had to tell my daughter, like, you can't listen to this one. I'm sorry. It's just sexually explicit. Nah. That sucked. She was a fan, bro. Like, but I guess at least at this point we can say, well, at least he's consistent. You know what I mean? But Upchurch fans are going to go through this one day too, man, because I'm starting to see it's actually strikingly similar. Upchurch and Kanye West are actually strikingly similar. And both of them are doing this at a pace where they're outworking their music with shenanigans. And it sucks to see it. It does. On both sides, on both fronts. Church fans are gonna learn what it's like to be a Kanye fan, but at this point, man, I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to pray for him. I want him to come back to Jesus. If that was, at this point, I feel like it wasn't even real. But who am I? Who am I to say? You know. So maybe it was real, but at this point, I just want him to have a real come to Jesus moment. I'm not going to quit praying for him. I think that he made amazing music for Jesus, and I would love to hear that continue. But I'm done with like the pipe dream of it all, man. Like bringing people, like, you know how many people probably got saved or came to Christ just because of that. And then you flip around and you start you flooding Twitter with corn videos. You're supposed to be showing an example of what it is to be Christ-like. Breaking my heart. It breaks my heart. But that's all I got to say about it, really. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. But until then, I'm off it. I'm done. I appreciate y'all for watching, man, and getting my take on this. I just feel like it's important to say, man, as somebody that has a public platform at this point, this isn't something that I can just bypass and not talk about. It has to be discussed. And, you know, to the other church fans out there, man, I hope y'all don't have to go through it like I'm going through it right now, because this is a major letdown. But it does look like y'all are heading in that direction as well. So, all right. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.